Welcome back to the Boschermer Gymnasium on the campus of Brevard College on a snowy Friday afternoon. Women's basketball action minutes away as the Tornadoes will face off against Methodist, two of the top teams in the USA South Conference, both with a 4-1 record here in the USA South. Tied for second place behind 5-0 Southern Virginia. And the winner of this matchup will have sole possession of second place here in these USA South Conference standings. Tornadoes looking to protect their home court, 4-1 on the season at home, and looking to avenge their only loss in USA South Conference play, a 54-51 defeat to Methodist in Fayetteville back on December the 18th. It's the first of 4 straight home games for the Tornadoes, who have been getting it done on the road in USA South Conference play. Last time out, a impressive win over Meredith, and should be a dandy as these two teams, with a rematch in less than a month's time, going at it again after a slugfest 54-51 in Fayetteville back on December the 18th. Your play-by-play announcer for this contest, Andy Farringer. Andy, we just completed the men's game where the Tornadoes were able to come away with their first win of the USA South Conference season. And big women's game coming up here. I know you're excited for this one as well.
Oh, yeah. That was a great game we just finished there. 15-point win by the men's team. Really looking forward to this one, too. Looking forward to Nalia Boyce. 16 points, 12 rebound, double-double against Meredith last game. Big win for the Tornadoes. It was a strong performance by her. And then, close one against Methodist last time. 3-point game at Methodist. Tough to play on the road. Some strong games from Josie Hester. 15 points, 7 rebounds, 4 3-pointers. Josie had a rough game last one, but I think she bounces back very strong here. And then McKenna Parkins, of course, always points and rebounds. 11 points, 9 rebounds last time against Methodist. She was a strong part, too. Look for her and Nalia Boyce. Rebounds, points, all of it. And then, of course, Jada Petty-Wilkins, always scoring 10 points against Methodist in that last one. I think she'll be someone to look out for in this one, too. Some strong scoring from this women's team. It was only 51-54 that first game against Methodist, low-scoring game. I think we get hoping for a higher scoring one here.
Yeah, speaking with Coach Donald Hudson before the game, and he said expect a slugfest. That these are two teams who are going to go hard at it. That every possession matters. He said that you see a 5 or 6 point scoring run, it feels like the momentum's changed a bunch. Because they just these teams are so evenly built and so forth. And he also talked about the team's preparation and motivation coming off that loss, 54-51 in Methodist. And certainly the Tornadoes want to take care of business here, but they've had some days to prepare. Now, both teams were throwing a little bit of a wrench with the rescheduling. Originally this was going to be a Saturday matchup, but Methodist came in yesterday, spent the night in the Brevard area, and then today this game happening at kind of an untraditional time, around 2 p.m. on a Friday afternoon. But the Tornadoes are ready for this one. They've been anxiously awaiting the chance to take care of business here against Methodist, and you could just see the energy as they started to creep out of their locker room at the end of the men's game. They couldn't wait to get out there and start warming up. So we're in for a dandy here, Methodist and Brevard in the women's side of things, and really looking forward to this one and how it unfolds.
gentlemen, welcome to Boston, Virginia, on the campus of Brevard College for today's USA South matchup between the visiting Monarchs of Methodist and the Brevard College Tornadoes. And it's time to meet this afternoon's starting lineups. First, the visiting Monarchs of Methodist. At guard, the 5'5" senior from Jacksonville, North Carolina, number 1, Julian Peterson. At guard, the 5'4" senior from Raleigh, North Carolina, number 15, Melissa D'Olio. At guard, the 5'9" sophomore from Oxford, North Carolina, number 21, Ariana White. And guard, a 5'4" senior from Hollister, North Carolina, number 24, Hannah Evans. And at center, a 5'11" senior from Pittsburgh, North Carolina, number 41, Rebecca McConaughey. Monarchs are coached by Cheryl. And now, the starting lineup for your Brevard College Tornadoes. At guard, a 5'2" senior from Somerville, South Carolina, number 5, Lexi Shepard. At guard, a 5'8" junior from Tryon, North Carolina, number 11, Jada Petty Wilkins. At guard, a 5'9" senior from Huntersville, North Carolina, number 15, Josie Hester. And forward, a 5'11" senior from Marion, North Carolina, number 24, McKenna Harkins. And at center, a 6' senior from Marion, North Carolina, number 50, Aaliyah Boyce.
Welcome back to Game 2 of this Brevard College basketball doubleheader. For today's starting lineups, Brevard College going with number 5, Lexi Shepard, number 11, Jada Petty Wilkins, number 15, Josie Hester, number 24, McKenna Parkins, and number 50, Aaliyah Boyce. And for the Methodist Monarchs, you have number 1, Jillian Peterson, number 15, Melissa D'Olio, my fault, number 21, Ariana White, number 24, Hannah Evans, number 41, Rebecca Megania. Tornadoes win the tip. Lexi Shepard now with the ball to McKenna Parkins. The ball is taken away by number 15, D'Olio. Out to Megania. To Evans. Out to Peterson. Peterson looking to drive, guarded by Petty Wilkins. White outside. To Evans. Down low to Megania. Guarded by Aaliyah Boyce. And the reverse is good. Monarchs start off scoring 2-0. Here's Lexi Shepard bringing the ball up. Got a good game here. 2 4-1 USA South Conference opponents. Out to Hester for 3. 3 no good. Rebounded by Peterson for the Monarchs.
Yeah, Tornadoes running a man-to-man defense versus the Monarchs who going with a zone defense.
A 3-pointer no good, but it's tipped by Petty Wilkins and will stay the Monarchs ball. Shot clock back to 20 seconds. D'Olio with the ball on the outside. Now Megania. Outside is Evans. Ball stolen away by Shepard. Goes to the basket, and the layup is good.
Great finish there from Shepard after the steal, getting it done herself, using her body to shield off the Monarch defender.
Lexi Shepard, 5th all-time for Tornado steals. There's a missed 3. Rebounded by Petty Wilkins, and the layup from Josie Hester is no good on the breakaway.
Tornadoes did everything right there except for the finish. Nice long rebound from Petty Wilkins getting out on transition.
3-pointer by D'Olio is no good. Hester with the rebound. Petty Wilkins now in the mid-range. Shot, no good. Rebounded there by Hannah Evans. Senior guard out of Hollister, North Carolina. Here's Melissa D'Olio. Out to Megania. Peterson now. Jump shot from Peterson is good. Here's Shepard bringing the ball up. Pass to Hester, now to Parkins. Looking like a zone from the Monarchs here. Shepard out by the logo to Hester for three. It's good! There's Josie Hester. Look for her to catch fire early. 31 three-pointers on the season so far.
And that three from some serious distance, several feet outside the three-point line.
That's where she feels most comfortable, for sure. Leading the Brevard College Tornadoes in scoring, shooting 37% from three-point land this season. And she is 1 for 2 to start the game. Ball is tipped away, and Tornadoes come away with it. Petty Wilkins now bringing the ball up to Shepard. Shepard getting a screen from Boyce. Hester looks for the three. Doesn't take the first one. The second one gets tipped. Goes to Boyce and gets run out of bounds. Peterson had the ball for the Monarchs, but is not able to stay in bounds.
Great defensive pressure there in the full court there by Boyce, making that impossible for Peterson, and then the turnover.
Parkins with the ball out to Hester. Looks for the three, doesn't take it. Shepard now to Petty Wilkins. Into Parkins down low, and Peterson gets the steal. Way to look ahead there by Peterson to see where the pass is going to go. 2 passes ahead and jump in for the steal. Peterson now with the ball, guarded by Hester. White on the outside. Peterson to Evans. Evans picks up her dribble, doesn't shoot. White goes up, no good. Boyce with the rebound. Boyce with 12 of those in the last contest for the Tornadoes against Meredith. Hester from three. It's good! There's her second of the game. 6 points already for Hester.
And the Tornadoes creating these wide open looks for Hester.
McGogney driving, and it's good. Tough layup guarded by Boyce there. Now Parkins with the ball to Petty Wilkins. Down low to Boyce. It's tipped away there by McGogney. Now the Monarchs with the ball. Guarded well by Petty Wilkins. Peterson at the top. That pass is tipped and stays Monarchs ball. Timeout there. We'll be back after this break. Back now from media timeout. Tornadoes sticking with their starters as number 11, Kayleen Grulon, checks in for the Monarchs. What are you seeing after that first 5 minutes here?
Yeah, it seems like a pretty even matchup as we anticipated. And, you know, the Tornadoes, obviously the big difference has been the Hester three-pointers. We'll see if we can get some production from some of the other NATOs.
Yep, 6 for Hester, 2 for Shepard so far. That jump shot's no good as it's tipped by McGogney, and it's going to be Tornadoes ball. Yeah, Hester, sharp shooter from deep. He's not scared of shooting from a couple feet behind that line. Number 23, Kylie Hicks checks in. Number 12, Jahari Jacobs. And number 5, Serenity Webb for the Monarchs.
So already seeing the Monarchs go pretty deep on their bench. Tornadoes sticking with the starters.
Yep. All new people besides Deolio. Down low to Parkins. Out to Hester on the outside. Shepard down low to Boyce. Boyce double teamed and it's ripped away. Webb now with the ball and passes up there to Deolio. To the corner for Grulon. That three-pointer is long. Hester with the rebound. Looking to move in transition. Pass to Petty Wilkins, back to Hester. The pump fake gets the first defender. Down low to Parkins. Layup no good. Rebound made by the Monarchs. Hicks now with the ball. Looking to drive past Parkins. Layup is no good. Petty Wilkins with the rebound. Passing up to Shepard. Shepard looking for Hester, and the pass is tipped, and it's going to be Monarchs ball. Jump ball. It's going to stay Monarchs ball here as Christina Roan and Shania Hauser check in for the Tornadoes, and Giovanna Dunlap for the Monarchs.
Yeah, Boyce and Shepard get a breather. So first look at some reserves for the Tornadoes.
We'll see who looks to bring up the ball, as Shepard is the key point guard on the team, always looking to assist teammates. As she is the all-time Tornadoes leader in assists. Ball is tipped away, and it's going to stay Methodist ball.
Yeah, you'll most likely see Christina Roan in that role.
Passed in, tipped away, but Monarchs retain possession as that jump shot is short, and it's going to be Tornadoes ball.
Both teams struggling a bit offensively. Tornadoes 3 of 8 from the field. Monarchs 3 of 11. And Tornadoes have turned the ball over 5 times. That's an area where I'm sure Coach Hudson has some concern about.
Deep three-pointer from Petty Wilkins is off, as Webb now brings the ball up. Yeah, you mentioned it. Turnovers already, a bunch of them. 18 apiece in this first matchup out in Methodist the first time. It's not really something that you want from your team. Three-pointer from Josie Hester is good, as we'll get a stoppage of play.
3 3-pointers for Josie Hester. What a start.
Yeah, 9 points already. 15 in this last contest against Methodist. I think she's looking to take the ball into her own hands.
Hester's brother, of course, had a sensational moment in the first game, a posterizing dunk. I was talking to a couple of his teammates afterwards about it, Andy, and yeah, they're still shaking their head, jaw dropped, just in amazement of where that sort of power came from. And oh my, so Josie trying to keep up with her brother with 3 3-pointers in this one, and see if we can get a clean sweep for not only the Hester siblings but also the Tornadoes this afternoon. Tornadoes on a 9-2 run. They've opened up largest lead 11-6, and about to get back to action here.
Yeah, I mean, back to that poster dunk. Hester's given up 3 inches of size and still slammed it home over the 6'8" defender. That was a crazy poster dunk there by Charlie Hester. Trying to get a steal, but then turn it back over there. Now as Dunlap has the ball. The injury was on Jacobs from Methodist. Glad to see she was able to get up off and walk off. Hope to see her back in this one later on. That pass is tipped away by Hester, as we were just talking about. Good defensive play there. She also had the steal on that last possession.
Seeing some of the men's players from both teams, both Brevard and Methodist, from that earlier contest, supporting the women's side.
Post move unable to work the first time, but offensive rebound there by Grulon and able to put it back up. Now we have 11-8 ball game with 1 minute and 45 seconds left in this first quarter. Three-pointer from the corner is good for Hester. 4 3-pointers. 4 for 6 from 3 for Hester already. 12 points. Just 8.5 minutes into this one. Foul called there on Christina Roan.
Hester just on fire. 4 3-pointers on this first quarter. 12 of the 14 points scored by the NATOs have come from Hester. And
I mentioned that, a bit of an off game for her in that last one against Meredith. Glad to see her shooting great to start this one. Michaela Rankin checked in for the Tornadoes. Christina Roan pass down now to Parkins. A fake and then the jump shot, no good. Rebound there by Shania Hauser, and the putback is good. Her first points in this contest. Only 3 scores, 12 points from Hester, obviously. 2 now from Hauser, and 2 from Shepard earlier in this one. Some tough play down low. Pull-up jumper, no good. Rankin with the rebound. Rankin passing out to Roan. Back to Rankin. Back to Roan for 3. No good. Rankin with the offensive rebound and swatted away there by Grulon. Tornadoes retain possession with 19 seconds left on the shot clock. Roughly about 8 seconds between shot and game.
been seeing Rankin's role increase as the season's unfolded. The freshman from Winston-Salem, North Carolina, great job getting on the offensive boards there.
Foul there called on number 23, Kylie Hicks. Senior forward out of Wiley, Texas. Making a trip to Fayetteville, North Carolina. Roan now passing it in. Passes to Hauser. Back to Roan for 3. That one good. What a shot there by Christina Roan. Rankin now playing defense in the backcourt, and she's going to get foul called on there. A little too handsy. Good physical play, just a little too much there. Monarchs retain possession with 9.9 left on the clock. Grulon now, guarded by Hester, and that ball's taken away. 2 seconds left. The layup is good right at the buzzer there by McGockney. That ends the first quarter. 19-10 lead for your Tornadoes. 9 points highlighted by 12 for Josie Hester. What a first quarter by her.
Yeah, 4 3-pointers add up to the 12 points. Also the 3-pointer from Roan. So Tornadoes with 5 threes. That's been the difference in this one as Methodist goes 0 for 4 from the 3-point line in that opening quarter. But, you know, a 9-point advantage after one, and you're doing it without production from players like Petty Wilkins and Parkins and Boyce. And that sort of perimeter shooting could really open things up for those interior players moving forward. So excited to see what the rest of this one brings. But a great start for the Tornadoes as they face off against a fellow foe here in the USA South Conference standings. These two teams tied for second place, and can't stress it enough. 4 3-pointers from Josie Hester. Just an incredible number there in this opening quarter. Well, Tornadoes looking for the sweep here as the men's team won 85-70. We'll see what the Tornadoes women's team can do as we head to the second quarter. 19-10 Tornadoes.
Tornadoes ball here after the quarter break. That 12 points in the first quarter for Josie Hester is her 10th time in double figures this season in just 13 contests. Roan in the corner for three. It's good! First 6 of the game. Good pass there by Hester. On the court now is those two, Rankin, Boyce, and Hauser for your Tornadoes.
Largest lead for the NATOs, up by 12.
Yeah, up 12 now, early into this second quarter. Peterson with the ball. Pass to Diolio. For three. No good from White. Back to Peterson off the offensive rebound. That mid-range no good as well. Boyce with another rebound. Boyce's second rebound in this contest. Methodist going with Peterson, Diolio, Coleman, Irizarry, as that three-pointer is good again by Josie Hester for her 15th point in this contest. And that fifth Monarch is Evans out on the court. Peterson now top of the key. Three-pointer there by Coleman is no good. Rankin rebound, but she steps out of bounds as she's trying to hold on. Going to be Monarchs ball under the basket.
5 3-pointers for Hester, and we've only gotten through 1 quarter and a minute and 27 seconds here in the second. It's a phenomenal start for the senior Josie Hester.
See if she's able to keep it up in this one. Christina Roan guarding tightly. Now Peterson on the outside, the corner three. No good for Methodist. Rankin able to bring that one in as she looks to pass it up. Now to Roan on the outside. Cutting Hester, and she's fouled, going to the free throw line now. That foul called on Jillian Peterson, senior guard out of Jacksonville, North Carolina.
Yeah, we mentioned Rankin earlier, now with 3 rebounds and just more and more of a presence from the freshman. And in each game as we see this season unfold, and big rebound on that last possession and brought the ball up the court quickly with authority and ultimately leading to this free throw opportunity for Hester.
Free throw is good. Monarchs now with the basketball. White passes over to Coleman, to Peterson, now to Evans. The pump fake three gets Hester jumping, and the mid-range no good. Rankin with another rebound there. Rankin now with 4 rebounds in this one. Hester from deep. You know the Monarchs are going to have to start stepping up on her. Roan, pump fake to Hauser. Back to Roan. Gets a defender jumping. Pass down to Hauser. And it's taken away as Diolio takes it on fast break. And the layup is good. Diolio's first basket in this one. Rankin bringing the ball up. And that ball is stolen as well. White looking, passing down to Peterson for the wide open fast break layup. 27-14 now, your score. As Brevard is still up 13. Rankin passing to Hauser. To Hester, mid-range, no good. Stays Tornado ball as it's tipped away by the Methodist defender.
3 members of that starting lineup checking back in for the Tornadoes: Parkins, Petty, Wilkins, and Shepard.
Hester getting her first break in this one, as Summer Johnson gets her first minutes in this one, joined by Kennedy Noble, number 20.
Yeah, so one of those kind of hockey shift sort of subs, 5 in, 5 out.
Petty Wilkins' mid-range jumper is good. You knew she was going to get to scoring soon. There's her first basket in this one. McGockney's back in for the Monarchs. Evans now to McGockney at the top of the key. To Richardson, her first minutes in this one. White, and now back to Diolio. Guarded by Shepard as it's tipped away and stolen by Shepard. Another steal. Great defensive play by Lexi Shepard. I see very similar games in Lexi Shepard and Charles Reed. Both not going to be your top scorers, but they're going to make sure everybody else around them does everything they can to be their best. There's a layup there, good by Lexi Shepard, and a timeout called by the Monarchs.
Yeah, Shepard and Reed, two veterans for the women's and men's teams, respectively. Tornadoes have taken control of this 31-14, have outscored Methodist 12-4 here in this second quarter. We're shooting very well, 4 or 5 from the field, the NATOs, and so far going as planned from Coach Donald Hudson's standpoint, assisted by Brittany Lawson, and those two been working hard on the game plan for this one, and it's been exciting to see how it's unfolded. Hester already with 17 points on the 5 3-pointers made, and you mentioned Petty Wilkins getting her first bucket. You think about these different weapons, you know, Hester and Roan, both threats from deep, and then you've got an all-around game from Petty Wilkins, and we haven't even seen any production from the likes of McKenna Parkins and Leah Boyce down low. So get them going as well, and Methodist has it coming at them from all angles.
Yeah, some of these timeouts, Methodist has to be talking about the three-pointers and how much they're giving up. But then once you have that, you have Nalia Boyce and McKenna Parkins down low, ready to be able to make their plays when they get the opportunity. Back from timeout.
Yeah, just a big-time start for the Tornadoes. 17-point lead, their largest.
Tornadoes already with over half their points scored in that first contest against Methodist. Shepard guarding Richardson now with the ball. Out to Diolio for three. It is good. Methodist first three-pointer in this one. First as a school in these two games.
Yeah, great point. We saw Methodist men's go 0 for 10, I believe, and now Methodist, after starting 0 for 7, able to
1 for 18.
Get their first three.
As the team, yep. That passes tipped away there. 9 turnovers now for the Tornadoes. Strong start, but just a couple too many turnovers here, as that one's taken away by Petty Wilkins. A good steal, intercepted pass, and another pass taken away there by number 21, Ariana White.
Yeah, I saw what Petty Wilkins was trying to do with a high degree of difficulty, and we see another turnover on the steal from Shepard.
Yep. No foul called on that one, as it's going to be Monarchs ball.
We've seen 4 turnovers between the two teams in about the last 15 seconds,
right.
Just helter-skelter back and forth. And you mentioned it, Andy. This is what we saw in the first game, and if you're the NATOs, you don't want to resort to another one of these slugfest where neither team's able to get their offense going and that kind of thing. I think that's what Methodist wants.
Right. For sure. We'll see how the turnovers keep going. I mean, we did a good job jinxing that in that last one where we mentioned how much the turnovers were a big part of that first game, and both teams had combined like 3 for the rest of the game. So looks like a foul there on the Monarchs. Number 23, Kylie Hicks.
Yeah, haven't seen too many fouls in this one. You know, just the second team foul of the quarter for the Monarchs, 0 team fouls for the NATOs this quarter.
Shepard now guarded by Diolio. Petty Wilkins boxing down low. Summer Johnson with the ball. She's guarded tightly. McKenna Parkins opens up, and a wide open lane for Kennedy Noble as she's unable to finish the layup. Richardson now bringing the ball up as that pass is tipped by Petty Wilkins. 2-on-1. Petty Wilkins takes a layup. It is good for her fourth point in this one.
Yeah, 7th steal as a team for the NATOs. Both teams making things happen on the defensive end, and Petty Wilkins able to finish off what she started.
Yeah, Lexi Shepard leading with 4 steals so far in this one. 3-pointer there from Richardson. No good as it hits off the rim and then top of the backboard. Petty Wilkins with the rebound. High arching pass, and it bounces and is unable to be taken in there by McKenna Parkins.
Yeah, a couple of these turnovers from the Tornadoes, just the degree of difficulty, I think a little too high what they're trying to do. I see what the intent is. It's not like they're making mistakes, but maybe just trying a little too fancy, a little too much. But once again, Tornadoes continuing to hold control of this game, doubling up the Monarchs in the second quarter, a 14-7 advantage in the quarter, 33-17. Tornadoes on top, 3:29 to play.
Tornadoes staying with the same lineup here as the Monarchs check the ball in. Number 14, Dunlap is in for the Monarchs. Ball is taken away. Another steal there for Lexi Shepard. Pass out. Petty Wilkins for three. No good as it's off the front of the rim. Rebounded there by Ariana White. Pass out to number 33, Alyssa Shazar, and that mid-range is good. Shazier, excuse me. 33-19 is your score in this one. Lexi Shepard brings the ball up. That ball is taken away there by Kayleen Grulon as it's passed up, and the layup is good for Gladden. She's in for the first time in this one. Shepard here with the basketball. Guarded by Dunlap as she drives and is swatted away. Stays Brevard College ball. Good block there by the Monarchs defender. Shepard here passing the ball in. 5 steals already for Lexi Shepard. The Tornadoes going to get some subs. Christina Roan and Josie Hester coming in for Summer Johnson and Kennedy Noble.
You mentioned a big-time block there from Gladden. And we're seeing Methodist defense kind of what they're built, how they're built. You know, they come up with these steals, they pressure the ball, that kind of thing.
Yeah, it caused 13 turnovers already in this one. Make that 14 as that pass is thrown away. 23 total turnovers in this first half of this one.
Yeah, chance for Methodist to cut this back.
As Gladden goes up and draws a foul on McKenna Parkins.
Methodist with an opportunity with a pair of free throws here to make it a 10-point ball game. Tornadoes led by as many as 17 here in this second quarter. Tornadoes have led most the way. You know, Methodist had a 4-2 lead, and then a Hester three-pointer made it 5-4. Tornadoes haven't looked back since, but you feel like Methodist starting to work their way back in this, kind of making it a little more of a slugfest, as Coach Hudson described the possibility of this contest. And we'll see if the Tornadoes can maybe get some momentum back in these final 2 minutes of the second quarter.
Yeah, just need to limit the turnovers for sure. That one is touched last by Gladden. Gladden just checking in. Only 4 minutes played in this one, and she's already making a name for herself. 4 points, a block. Playing pretty well, as there's a foul there. Number 21, Ariana White, sophomore out of Oxford, North Carolina. Tough play there. Lexi Shepard gets right back up.
Yeah, White and Shepard collided right at midcourt there. Good hard basketball all the way around.
Ref's trying to figure out something with the scoreboard here. As Josie Hester is here passing the ball in. Lexi Shepard takes it in the backcourt. Guarded here by Dunlap. Hester now to Petty Wilkins. Petty Wilkins back to Hester. Hester pump fakes. Look to the mid-range, out to Roan. To Shepard. Shepard tries to get it out to Hester and is unable to, as there's another turnover there by the Tornadoes. As there's Dunlap with the mid-range pull-up off to the right side, as it's an offensive rebound there by Gruyon, and it's in.
And this lead is now in single digits. Methodist making their way back in this one. 8-0 run.
All turnovers here from Brevard in this second quarter. As that ball is tipped away by Grulon. And it stays Tornadoes ball with 12 seconds left on the shot clock. 1:13 left here in the first quarter. 33-25 lead for the Tornadoes. Josie Hester here passing the ball in.
Yeah, 15 turnovers for the Nados, 9 of which have come in the second quarter.
Yeah. Lexi Shepard. Pull-up jumper is good. I mentioned she's great at getting her teammates involved, but she can do it all herself too whenever she needs to. As that's 6 points in this one for her. Pass out to the corner. Now Dunlap guarded by Shepard. Shepard 5 steals in this one so far. Shazer guarded by Roan. Three-pointer. No good as that's off. Rebounded by Petty Wilkins as she passes it out to Roan, and that one is just too far again. Petty Wilkins' 5th turnover in this one.
10th turnover of the quarter for the Nados, so certainly sure it'll be a point of emphasis in that halftime locker room. Protect the basketball, especially when you build a double-digit lead.
Just giving it away with these turnovers. There's a foul called on Lexi Shepard, her first. .29 seconds here in the first half. 20 now on the game clock, about 7 in between the two. Shepard almost coming away with another steal. Ball in the corner, guarded by Hester. To the wing for 3, that's off the back iron, and it's rebounded there by Gladden, but it's called an over-the-back foul on Gladden, as it will be Tornadoes basketball here with 15.9 to go. Tornadoes look to take the last shot here, not giving the Methodist another possession. As the pass is into Roan. Roan's defended tightly, and it's taken away by the Monarchs defense. Just passed down to Gladden, and the layup is good. Back to an 8-point lead for the Tornadoes as there's a foul called.
When Methodist ups that pressure, it makes it tough to hold on to that basketball, but it's going to be paramount for the Tornadoes moving forward.
We mentioned the 18 turnovers in that first contest for the Tornadoes, 17 here in the first. First free throw good by Hester. 18 for her now in this contest. Second one good as well.
Huge first half for Josie Hester.
Shot no good at the buzzer. 37-27, 10-point lead for the Tornadoes, highlighted by 19 from Josie Hester. 5 for 7 from three-point land. And 3 for 3 from the line. 3 rebounds as well. Anything else really standing out to you in this?
Yeah, well, obviously Hester Roan came through with a couple big three-pointers as well. We saw Petty Wilkins and Shepard contribute in that scoring column, but we still haven't seen production from down low from the Nados. So see if perhaps Nados maybe try to slow it down a little, get more into the half-court set, protect the basketball more, and use Boyce and Parkins. You've got two of, the perennially strong Tornadoes on all sorts of levels, and we're seeing no points from either of them. So I look forward to seeing both Parkins and Boyce more involved in that second half, and that's going to make the Methodist assignment that much tougher. But hand it to Methodist. Down by 17, it felt like everything was going Brevard's way. They were able to work their way back, make this a 10-point ball game at the half, and we'll look forward to the second half, what's been a good one so far for the Nados, ahead 37-27 at the half.
Welcome back after halftime break. Tornadoes up 37-27 after a strong first half scoring-wise for the Tornadoes. Couple of iffy parts with the turnover margin, but highlighted by Josie Hester, of course, 19 points, 5 for 7 from 3, and 3 rebounds as well. Lexi Shepard in there as well, 6 points, 5 steals, and an assist. And then Christina Roan, 6 points, 2 for 3 from three-point land, and 2 assists. And then Methodist scorers, McGockney and Gladden both with 6. And, yeah, of course, turnovers. 17 turnovers in the first half for the Tornadoes. Look to cut that down big time. Methodist 9, not a great number either for a half, but, it's a lot better than the 17 that the Tornadoes have so far. And strong spot for the Tornadoes, 21-14, out-rebounding the Monarchs in that first half there, led by Petty Wilkins with 5 and Michaela Rankin with 4. Phil, what are you seeing?
Yeah, you mentioned the turnovers. If the Tornadoes want to close this one out, got to be careful with the basketball, protect the basketball. 17, that's a big, big number. There were a variety of types of turnovers we saw throughout that first half. Some were, the Tornadoes trying high degree of difficulty passes and those not quite delivering. Others were just plain old mistakes by the turnovers. But the majority of them, were due to good, strong Methodist defense. 12 steals by the Monarchs, and they can make things difficult on the NATOs in terms of the ball control. And then the other thing, as I mentioned in the first half, Parkins and Boyce, that duo, what a duo they are, both out of, McDowell County, Marion, North Carolina. They've had such sensational careers. Well, neither has scored in this game, and I can't tell you the last time I saw a half of basketball here at the Moshmer Gymnasium where we didn't see any points from either Parkins or Boyce. So looking forward to one of those two, if not both, getting it going inside. And then if you can create that sort of inside-outside threat between Boyce and Parkins on the inside and Petty Wilkins even down low at times, but then you've got Hester and Roan bombing threes like they're doing, then it's going to make things very difficult on the Monarchs. But should be a good one as we head towards the third quarter.
Yep. Yeah, 8 points a game for Boyce and 7 for Parkins, and both of them off the stat sheet in that first one. Unheard of, but we'll see how they bounce back in this one. Both teams going back with their starters. Tornadoes, after that three-pointer is no good, tipped away by the Monarchs. Tornadoes ball. Tornadoes going with Lexi Shepard, Jada Petty Wilkins, Josie Hester, McKenna Parkins, and Nalia Boyce. And the Monarchs are going with Jillian Peterson, Melissa Diolio, Ariana White, Hannah Evans, and Rebecca McGockney. As Lexi Shepard brings this ball up to Petty Wilkins, back to Shepard, to Hester. Looking like a bit of a zone here for the Monarchs. Coming out with more pressure. Hester top of the key, three-pointer. No good as it's off the side of the rim and out of bounds. Going to be Monarchs ball.
Quick release there from Hester. Wasn't quite as set as we've seen her on some of those three-pointers in the first half, but love to see her heat up again. 5 three-pointers in that first half. Just sensational stuff. Meanwhile, a little bit of maintenance here to the Moshmer Gymnasium floor, and how about that? You see head coach Donald Hudson getting it done.
Don't have the student athletes here like we usually do.
Yeah, whatever it takes. Hey, snow day. It's a small crowd here, folks. I can't gloss over this. It's a small group of. We've got some student athletes from Methodist and Brevard who played in the men's basketball game earlier. We've got a small handful of students who are already here, even though classes don't start till Tuesday. And then we've got just a smattering of sort of others, whether it be coaches from the athletic department, a couple other staff members, a couple of Tornado Club members. But most folks are at home and probably benefit for this broadcast listening to our call. And appreciate you tuning in, and hope you're safe wherever you are. This snowstorm coming through the south and hitting the mountains of western North Carolina today. But glad we're able to get these games in. Games originally scheduled for Saturday, moved to today. Methodists made their travel whereby they traveled in last night and got settled and so forth. And the key here was getting them back on the road before things deteriorated anything further with the storm. But yeah, appreciate you tuning in wherever you might be holed up during this snowstorm. And we're back to action here, Andy.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Hoping everyone's staying safe during this. Is Peterson in the corner, and we're going to get a travel call. That's a turnover, first turnover of the half from the Monarchs. First turnover in the second half. I mean, Tornadoes are not losing the turnover battle this quarter.
Take whatever you can get, right?
Oh, yeah. Here's Shepard with the ball now. Pass to Petty Wilkins. Back to Shepard outside. To Hester. The wing. Three-pointer is good. Sixth three-pointer of the game for Hester, tying a career high. 6 3-pointers made. Knew it wasn't going to be long before she got that 6th one in the second half here. As the Monarchs now have the ball. Peterson here guarded by Hester. And that's passed to White, to McAuknia. Back to Peterson outside. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Passes tipped away. And that's the 6th steal of the game for Lexi Shepard, tying her career high. Pass into Boyce. Boyce layup is good, and there it is. Back onto the score sheet for Boyce. Pass from Parkins to Boyce. Either of them could have scored that one, but good look there from Nalia Boyce.
Yeah, the Marion, North Carolina connection. Those two have been close ever since they were youth back in Marion, and continuing that prowess as a duo throughout their BC career here.
The ball bouncing around. Last touch by Nalia Boyce. Going to be Monarchs ball as the Monarchs get some subs here. Number 11, Kayleen Grulon comes in. And number 23, Kylie Hicks in as well for the Monarchs. As here is Diolio passing to Hicks. Hicks looking to drive. Guarded by Shepard. Shepard, and that's a foul. Looked like shooting going to be 2 coming up. Kylie Hicks, a senior forward out of Wiley, Texas, as we mentioned before. A long trip from home out here, as that first free throw is good.
We'll have some college football action in the state of Texas later tonight in Cotton Bowl, as Texas will play Ohio State in the college football playoff semifinal.
Yep, here's the Tornadoes now driving. Petty Wilkins. Pass to Shepard. Down to Parkins, down to Boyce. There it is. Had to be something they worked on at halftime. Getting Parkins the ball to then find Boyce. Back-to-back possessions now that worked like a charm.
Cracking that zone defense of Methodist.
Yep. Helps with the 3-2, having 2 offensive players down low, since they only have 2 down low themselves. Usually can find an open defender down there. That mid-range pull-up jumper is no good. Hester with the rebound and a foul called on Hannah Evans as Tornadoes hustle to go help up Josie Hester. 44-29 score here, 7 minutes left in this third quarter. Petty Wilkins passes in to Lexi Shepard. As the Tornadoes look to extend this 15-point lead here. Petty Wilkins with the ball on the outside. Now Hester back to Petty Wilkins. This 3-2 zone here. Looks like they actually went back to, no, still 3-2. The goal is to guard the shooters on the outside, but now Nalia Boyce has 6 points. Like, what do you plan to do on a coaching standpoint for the Monarchs here?
Yeah, the Tornadoes using all their weapons, making things difficult on Methodist.
Hicks with a shot, blocked by Parkins. Blocked again by Parkins. And the defensive rebound. Pass to Lexi Shepard to get out on the break. Down low to Hester, and it's tipped away. Good defense to stop that fast break possession from the Monarchs. Stays Tornado ball. 6:13 here left.
Tornadoes outscoring Methodist 9-2 here in this third quarter. BC 4 of 5 from the field in the period.
Petty Wilkins for three. Defender in her face. No good. Off the side of the basket as that is hauled in by Diolio. Shepard guarding Diolio. Pass to Hicks. Shot from deep. No good as Boyce is able to box out, but passes right to the Monarch defender. Is able to get the ball back off the missed layup. Lexi Shepard now with the ball. Pass out to Petty Wilkins for three. No good off the back iron as it is grabbed there by Grulon. Grulon passes to Diolio here.
Methodist has not hit a field goal this entire quarter. 0 for 6.
Not how you want to start the second half. You got all that time to talk and come up with plays. Stopped, and that's a hard foul there from Kylie Hicks on Petty Wilkins. Good to see her get up real quick. As ball is going down low, but we'll get some subs here. That's Shania Hauser and Christina Roan come in for your Tornadoes as Gladden came in for the Monarchs. Pass down low to Parkins. Out to Hester. Tipped away. Retains possession. Pass down low to Petty Wilkins. Good look, good layup, good finish by Petty Wilkins.
A dime from Hester finding Petty Wilkins.
Her second assist in this one. Tornadoes now up 48-29. 19-point lead as Gladden drives. Spin layup is good. That is Gladden's 6th in this one. Sorry, 8th in this one. That's on me. Christina Roan to Shania Hauser outside. Petty Wilkins now. Ball gets taken away as that pass is thrown out ahead. Gladden kick ball by Josie Hester.
Great hustle by Hester to get back there defensively. What could have been an easy fast break layup for Methodist.
Yeah, very good hustle. And that whistle will bring us to a media timeout. 48-31 is the lead for your Tornadoes as 22 now for Josie Hester. 6 3-pointers, 6 for 9. Very good shooting. As we'll be back after this media timeout. Back from that media timeout. Methodist ball with a quick pass in and a basket there for the Monarchs. Smart play. Caught the Brevard College team lacking. The pass down to Shania Hauser. Closely guarded there by Grulon. Pass to Josie Hester. Josie Hester mid-range jumper. No good. Grulon is there to grab the rebound. Christina Roan closely guarding. Behind the back pass there from Grulon. Methodist has it out on the perimeter. Ariana White passes the ball to Grulon. Now it's Diolio at the top of the key. Long three-pointer, no good. As that is Kennedy Noble who just checked in with the rebound. And a timeout called from Donald Hudson.
Noble had picked up her dribble, triple team by the Monarchs, and Coach Hudson bails her out with the timeout there, and we'll take a break with them. 3:40 to play here in the third quarter. 48-33, NATO's on top.
Tornadoes ball here on the side of the court. Christina Roan with the ball to get across. Smart timeout there. Used to make sure they don't get that 8-second call. That ball is tipped away. Stolen from the Monarchs, and Gladden goes all the way, and the layup is good. Another turnover there.
Gladden now with 10. She's been a big part of this Methodist attack today.
Yeah, Methodist is leading scorer. Christina Roan pump fake. She sidesteps. No good is the jumper. That is last touched by Alyssa Shazer, as it's going to be tornado ball. Roan passing it in. Parkins receives the pass as she looks to Hester down low. Post move, slides through, and it is good. Good post move there by Hester for her 24th point of this game. Now as the Monarchs have it, Grulon. Over to Dunlap, who has checked into this one. Down to Shazer. Out to Shazer for three. It is good. Just the Monarchs' second three-pointer in this contest. As the lead is now 12-point game, as that is stolen away. Layup no good, foul on that breakaway on Shania Hauser. As Kayleen Grulon will be shooting two. Jada Petty-Wilkins and Lexi Shepard checking in for the Tornadoes. Roan and Hauser coming out. 2:16 here left in the third quarter. 12-point game before these two free throws.
Quiet day at the charity stripe for both these teams. Entering these free throw attempts, both teams 4 of 4 from the line.
First one, no good from Grulon. Second one is good. Methodist now 5 for 6 from the charity strike. 50-39. Methodist clawing back a little bit. There is a bigger lead in this early part of the third quarter, as that layup from Petty-Wilkins is good. Parkins' 4th assist of the game, a Tornado team high.
Yeah, you're right. That snapped a 10-2 run by the Monarchs as they had worked their way back to an 11-point deficit.
It's going to be a jump ball and be Tornadoes basketball. Here as Monarchs begin to have a full court man press here. They back off a little bit after the pass gets in. To Noble. Now Petty-Wilkins. Shepard now. Guarded closely by Dunlap. Hester, 4-3. No good off the back of the iron as Shepard gets it back. Hester, and that's a foul there on Kayleen Grulon, as that is her first of this game. Petty-Wilkins here passing in to Shepard. Back to Petty-Wilkins. Petty-Wilkins down to Parkins. Parkins pass out. Now to Noble into Parkins, as that ball is deflected and out of bounds. So it's going to stay Brevard College basketball. 11 left on the shot clock. 1:20 left in the quarter. Pass to Parkins, as that's another foul there on Grulon as her second. Ball back down low. Hester here passing the ball in. As that's going to be an offensive foul there on Parkins. Bit of a chippy moment there between
Parkins and Grulon. You could see them going at it. A hard foul from Grulon, then the two of them botting up, and then the foul from Parkins. We'll continue to watch that matchup.
Dunlap for three, no good. As offensive rebound, and the putback is good. A little bit of a flex there from White after she makes that putback. Shepard now with the ball. Out to Hester. Hester to Shepard. Shepard looking to drive. Mid-range. Pass to Hester. Hester with a defender in her face for three is good! Career high 7 3-pointers made as Hester is 7 for 11 from three. 27 now.
She climbs up the record books as well, now tied for second in the NCAA era with those 7 3-pointers, tying Shakira Thompson, the Brevard College alum. One away now from the school record in the NCAA era. 8 3-pointers made by Annalie Bollinger. That happened back in 2017. Bollinger we saw earlier this season, now the head coach of William Peace.
Yeah, good shooting performance here. Tying that D3 record twice by Shakira Thompson, once in 2021-2022 season and 1920 season. As that first free throw is no good from Grulon. 18 seconds here in this third quarter. As that free throw is no good as well. Grulon just 1 for 4 now from the free throw line. Pass from Hester to Petty Wilkins as that layup's no good through some contact as Roan gets fouled down low. That foul being on number 21, Ariana White. Roan shooting free throws now. .4 game here with 9 left in the quarter. First free throw good.
First free throws by any player on the NATO's not named Josie Hester.
Now 5 for 6 as a team, as that is a rebound there by Kayleen Grulon. 3-pointer there from Gladden is good at the buzzer. That bringing the lead down to 13 now. My mistake, that was a 2-pointer. 56-43 now your score after the third quarter. Josie Hester leading all scorers with 27 in this one. As that is the highest of a Tornado this year, beating her own of 22 points earlier this season against Bob Jones. 27 on 8 of 15 shooting. 13-point lead for the Tornadoes at the end of the quarter. We'll be back. Back now for this fourth quarter of play. 56-43 Tornadoes lead here in Brevard, North Carolina. As Grulon now has the ball, guarded by Boyce, and the mid-range is good. Grulon's 7th point of this one.
11-point lead. Tornadoes have to keep the intensity, have to keep the focus to close this out against a pesky Methodist club.
Pass there by Shepard to Boyce and fouled from the mid-range on that jumper. Going to be 2 free throws coming up. Brevard going with Christina Roan, Josie Hester, Nalia Boyce, Lexi Shepard, and Jada Petty Wilkins. First free throw is good, as the Monarchs going with Shazer, 14 Giovanna Dunlap, Ariana White, Grulon, and Gladden to start the fourth quarter. That second free throw is good as well. Boyce now with 8 points in this one. Slow first half with no points, and then bang, just like that. Out here, 8 points now. Now Dunlap with the ball. Out to the corner. Shazer, three-pointer is good. Third three-pointer from them as a team now. Shooting 3 for 16 are the Monarchs, and 9 for 19 are the Tornadoes from three. 7 of those coming from Josie Hester, a career high on the night. Nalia Boyce down low, and she's in double figures with her 10th point of this game. Good look there from Petty Wilkins to get the ball down low, and Nalia Boyce just had to put it in the net. Gladden going down low, no good. Offensive rebound tipped out to Shazer, though, for three now. It's good. Back-to-back three-pointers there for Shazer. Now she's up to 11 as a timeout is called by the Tornadoes. 60-51, 9-point game. 8:45 left in the game as Monarchs start to catch fire. We'll be back after this. Back from that Tornadoes timeout. McGockney back in for the Monarchs, as well as Hicks. And the Tornadoes keeping, Parkins comes in for Roan, so the starters are back out there. Shepard now to Boyce, top of the key. Pass to Hester. Hester, top of the key. Parkins outside, down low to Boyce, and that's tipped away. Stays Tornadoes ball.
Yeah, the timeout from head coach Donald Hudson after the Monarchs cut it to single digits, just a 9-point game, 8:27 to play. We've got a long way here to get out of the woods and come away with a victory from the Tornadoes' perspective.
Shepard now to Parkins, out to Hester. Hester, deep three-pointer, no good, off the side of the rim. That's Dunlap now, bringing the ball up, guarded by Shepard. Gladden going down low, pass out to Shazer for three. No good, off the back of the rim. Boyce with the rebound to Parkins, and then Petty Wilkins now. Petty Wilkins guarded by Gladden. Gladden the leading scorer for the Monarchs with 12. Well, with a steal and a block in this one. Hester, deep three-pointer. That one is good! 30 points. Tied now for the NCAA era. Three-pointers made in a game with 8 for Hester. Gladden going up with that one. Petty Wilkins with the foul. Looking to shoot 2 now. 12-point lead for the Tornadoes after that. Josie Hester, 8th three-pointer of the game.
Sensational stuff, Josie Hester. And she ties Annalie Bollinger, who did it back in 2017. But once you get into the territory of 8 3-pointers made in a single contest, elite stuff. Just tremendous from Josie Hester, the senior.
First free throw, no good from Gladden. Second free throw, no good as well. Petty Wilkins going down, pass to Hester. Hester layup is good, 32 now for Hester. Dunlap with the ball, guarded by Shepard. To Hicks at the top of the key. Shazer for 3 again. That one no good. Short, Parkins with the rebound. Parkins' second rebound of the game. Shepard with the ball now. Shepard driving. Layup is good. Shepard's first points of the second half. 8 total in the game. Dunlap now, guarded by Shepard. Down low to McGochnia, guarded by Boyce. Layup no good. Good defense there down low by Boyce. Petty Wilkins with the ball. Pass to Boyce. To Shepard down low. Shepard, pass Parkins. Hester for 3. There it is! Most 3-pointers made by a tornado in a single game. Timeout called by the Monarchs. 9 3-pointers.
Wow, we witness history here at the Bosch on this snowy Friday afternoon. Atop the record books now, single game 3-pointers in the NCAA era. Congratulations, Josie Hester. And yeah, just sensational stuff we continue to see from Hester.
I don't know, Phil. We brought up the Hester siblings before. Do you think this tops Charlie's dunk from before? What are we thinking?
Oh, yeah, I got to go with more of a complete performance. The poster was huge, but 9 3-pointers. And by the way, 35 points.
Career high points, most in the D3 era.
Yep, and just 1 point away from the NCAA era record in points for a single game for a tornado. Madison Lennox holds that record back in 2015 with 36 points. So we're seeing a history-making afternoon here. Hester remaining on the court here, 6:10 to play in the fourth.
McGochnia now at the top. Pass there to Grulon, top of the key, no good. That's Petty Wilkins. Hustle, rebound. Petty Wilkins guarded by Grulon. Driving, pass to Boyce. Boyce out top to Shepard. To Hester for 3. No good, short. Everyone in the stadium wanted it. Peterson now to the corner, 3-pointers, no good. The long rebound brought in by Parkins. Guarded there by McGochnia as it's thrown off McGochnia's foot.
Veteran play there from Parkins. She's trapped in the corner, can't find her open teammate. Let me just belt it off the foot of the Methodist defender and keep possession for the Tornadoes. But, you know, as important as or significant as the records that we've been talking about with Hester, Tornadoes have opened up the lead back to 19 after Monarchs had cut this to single digits.
10-0 run since that 9-point deficit that the Monarchs cut it to. Came back after that timeout and started firing.
Just what the doctor ordered out of the timeout by head coach Donald Hudson.
Peterson now with the ball.
Coach Hudson, by the way, congratulations, just celebrated his 100th career win as a head coach.
Congrats, Coach.
Brevard College alum, student athlete both in basketball and football. And obviously getting it done as the head coach of this team.
Tough foul there. Saw Shepard mouth something. I agreed with her. I thought there was an over the back call coming first, and then the block there looked like it was through the body, drawing the foul on Grulon. Tough play there. Grulon to the line now. 1 for 4 so far in this contest from the line. That one is good.
I can't imagine many brother-sister duos having a better day than Charlie Hester and Josie Hester. The poster by Charlie, the win by the men's team, and then this record-breaking performance by Josie here in Game 2 of the doubleheader.
Oh, yeah. Hesters are having themselves a day here in the Bosch.
Yeah, they're celebrating the Hesters and the community in Huntersville, North Carolina.
Pass down low there to Petty Wilkins as the layup is good. Good look there from Parkins. As that's her 6th assist of the game leading. Peterson now bringing the ball up, guarded by Hester. Tipped away from Shepard. Drive by the Monarchs, and it's thrown away and called there, keeping the ball with the Monarchs. Looked like it was thrown away, but ref says it was tipped, as Monarchs will retain possession with 9 left on the shot clock. As that'll be an offensive foul. Same outcome no matter what.
Yeah, some would call that a makeup call, you know, the cynic in the building. But bottom line is Tornado's ball on the offensive foul.
Here with 4 minutes left in this one. 72-53 is the Tornadoes' lead. Hester now ball. She pump fakes, takes it to the basket, and no call there as the ball is last touched by Hester on the ground. As we get a sub here.
Ball ends up in the hands of Donald Hudson once again. So, Coach Hudson doing it all.
Jahari Jacobs coming in for the Monarchs. As Diolio brings it up, pass to Hicks. Hicks looks, passes it there to Jacobs. Peterson now. Out to Richardson. Richardson guarded by Petty Wilkins. Peterson on the outside. Step back three-pointer, and that is tipped. Tipped short. Not totally sure what that one is going to go up in the stat sheet with, but nonetheless, Tornado ball. Petty Wilkins passes to Shepard. Shepard dribbling around mid-range. Parkins, no good long to Boyce as it's blocked there by Jacobs, and it's going to be the Monarchs ball. Down low now to Jacobs, to Hicks in the mid-range. Hicks pulls up. That one no good. Richardson with the hustle offensive rebound as that layup is no good. Shepard coming away with it. Shepard tripped up a little bit there, but is able to hold on to the ball. Boyce in the corner. Guarded by Jacobs. Look to get it to Hester as it's away and out of bounds as subs coming in. Summer Johnson and number 14, Kayla Jean, for the first time in this contest.
Yeah, Tornadoes on their way to big win here, looking to improve to 5-1 in the USA South Conference. First of 4 straight home games. Hope you can join us again this coming Wednesday night. Students will be back in the building. Classes starting on Tuesday, 7 o'clock versus Pfeiffer.
Hicks there driving on Jean, and it is good. Shepard now. Summer Johnson. We got a timeout. Got to think this one's for a play for Hester, right? I think Hudson knows what's going on here.
Perhaps. You know, the laser focus of the Tornadoes heading into this matchup, you know, they had lost the first meeting against Methodist. They knew the implications in terms of the USA South Conference standings, and you couldn't have drawn up a better game plan than the coaches, Coach Hudson and Coach Lawson, and Tornadoes executing it, led by Josie Hester's big performance, but really getting it done on the defensive end as well, holding the Monarchs with 2 minutes and change to play to just 55 points. We mentioned the game coming up versus Pfeiffer on Wednesday. Well, mark your calendars. 1 week from tomorrow, January the 18th, 2 o'clock, Southern Virginia, who is the team that is on top of those USA South Conference standings. And there's your opportunity for the Tornadoes to take control of the USA South and take control of that lead. So that'll be a huge one on Saturday. But one game at a time, we'll have to get through Pfeiffer first after closing out the Monarchs this afternoon. But trending the right way, that's for sure. This Brevard College women's basketball team, really exciting product here in 2024-25.
Yeah, very, very exciting team to watch, for sure. Here, as Lexi Shepherd has the ball. Couple screens set there for Hester. Hester screens. Parkins down low, and it's good. Parkins, first point to this one.
Have been waiting for that sort of all day, and Boyce came alive with 10 in the second half. Parkins has got done in a lot of little ways, and most significantly, 6 assists. Big, big number for McKenna.
Big game for her, for sure. That is a season high for her, 6 assists in this one. Want to add in 6 assists ties a career high there for McKenna Parkins. Long career here as a Tornado, volleyball, basketball, you name it, she does it.
Yeah, fifth year as a student athlete. This is it, I believe, unless there's some hidden year of eligibility that I'm not aware of.
Yeah.
But it's been an incredible run. You know, she has been sensational in both sports since arriving here as a freshman, has won all sorts of awards, is an outstanding student athlete as well in the classroom and in the community, and just, you know, kind of epitomizes what a Tornado student athlete can be.
For sure. Add on senior RA to that list too. Does everything here as a student. Diolio for 3 there, no good as Jean and Jacobs fight for that rebound. Monarchs come away with it. Richardson, another one, and that is good.
Great to see both teams still battling, you know, in a game that's out of reach at this point, but both teams playing real hard down the stretch.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Here, Kayla Jean on the outside. Pass to Hester. Hester down low to Parkins, and there's a foul there on the ground on Jacobs. Kind of like a PI there in football. Kind of didn't allow her to get to that ball.
And Kayla Jean, who's entered the game, you know, we're speaking about dual sport athletes like Parkins. Jean, a prolific member of the track and field program here at Brevard College, and, you know, looking forward to that action this spring. Not only outdoors, but also the Tornadoes track and field program competing indoors for the first time in many years.
Hester mid-range, no good. Off the side of the rim. As Peterson brings it up. Now Dunlap at the top of the key. Shepherd guarding. Out to Peterson. To Hicks, guarded by Parkins. Layup, no good, rolls around and comes out. Parkins now with the ball. Summer Johnson. Pass to Hester, three-pointer. No good, off the back iron. Hester just kind of laughing as everyone's going crazy for her here in the gymnasium. Little push off there by Hicks, and the shot is good.
Yeah, small but vocal crowd here on a snowy Friday, and what a day, Josie Hester. And the Tornadoes basketball programs all the way around.
For sure. Here as Lexi Shepherd begins to dribble it out. As unfortunately going to look like 1 point shy there of the school record for points. Josie Hester, have yourself a day. 35, 9 for 16 shooting from beyond the arc. Didn't miss a free throw, 4 rebounds, 2 assists. Man, have yourself a day.
Yeah, no kidding. In the record books, just tremendous stuff from Josie Hester. We mentioned her brother, Charlie Hester, one of the most electric plays we've ever seen here at the Bosch during the men's game. Helped kind of shift the energy in that one. It's the Tornadoes men's team get the win, and then the Tornadoes end up sweeping Methodist, winning this women's game as well, 74-59, moving into second place, sole possession of second place in the conference. We'll have a chance at Southern Virginia on Saturday after taking on Pfeiffer on this coming Wednesday. And just a great effort on a game that, I know the team really locked in on in terms of focus, preparation, and they're able to get the W.
Yeah, great performance from both men's and women's for sure. Couple double-figure performers for the Tornadoes, Petty Wilkins and boys, both having 10. Great games all around, both teams for sure.
Yeah, 35 points from Hester. As you mentioned, Boyce and Petty Wilkins each with 10. And want to mention McKenna Parkins. 2 points. You're like, hey, McKenna, didn't have much of a game. Well, I'll beg to differ. 6 assists, 4 rebounds, getting it done down low, 2 blocks, and some real tough, gritty play against a Monarchs team that's their sort of style. They try to turn this into a slugfest and so forth. And the Tornadoes come away with the victory. Just a great day of basketball all the way around. Thrilled that we were able to get these games even in with the snowstorm, and appreciate the folks from Methodist being flexible in it, being able to make the trip over here to Brevard. But big-time stuff for both the men's and women's program. Men will be back in action on Sunday. We'll see you here for that one, Andy, and look forward to the women back in action once the students are back as well on Wednesday of this upcoming week. Hey, big shout-out to our producer, KJ Henderson. Appreciate all she does for the broadcast behind the scenes. Also, Sports Information Director Joseph Marvin and Sports Information Assistant Eric Freed. A cast of thousands getting it done here at the Bosch Gymnasium. Andy, hey, great job on the play-by-play. It's been a pleasure this afternoon. We've got to get warm and get off the roads and all these things, so we're gonna sign off pretty quickly here. But hey, great job with the call, and look forward to seeing you again on Sunday.
Yep, thank you. Looking forward to it. Everyone, be safe, please, wherever you're going in this storm, and enjoy the weekend.